Hey, I'm Mark Pezzelato of Pezmosis Music Productions, and today we're going to be learning about busing. Now, if you've never heard about busing before, what it is, it's taking your audio tracks, and rather than routing them directly to the stereo output, which is these speakers here, you're routing everything to a separate track. And there's a reason why you do this. Now, in this song in particular here, I'll show you this song here. This song has 36 different audio tracks to it. It's got 12 drums, 3 bass. Now, keep in mind this is just one person playing, so this is not 3 different basses playing at the same time. This is 3 different signals coming from the bass. We've got guitars. There's 6 channels right here, 2 separate guitars. There's an acoustic guitar with 2 channels. Coming down here, there was a lead guitar put down, which has 8 channels, another clean guitar with 3 channels, and then there's vocals, which has 2 channels, a lead and a backup vocal. So 36 tracks in all. And the problem with this, and here's the reason why we do busing, is because you have your drums, and you have the kick, the snare, the upper tom, the floor tom, the room mics, and all those combined together will give you your overall drum sound. However, when you're mixing, it's good to take all those 12 tracks and put them to one track. So you're busing them. You're putting all these little kids on a bus and you're sending them off to school. That's what you're doing. You're taking all the drums and sending them off to the drum track. That way, there's a number of different reasons why you do something like this. For one, it saves you computer space. So if I only have to put a limiter on one channel, one effect on one channel, and it affects the entire drum track, that's going to save me a lot of computer power. But also, it's very good for mixing. Picture like these 40 audio tracks. These 40 audio tracks are going to be all working together, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty of mixing, you're going to want to have just about 5 or 6 faders that you need to turn up or down in order to create your mix, as opposed to going back. Let's just say the drums were too loud, but you don't have any group channel tracks, or you don't have any busing. What's going to happen is you're going to have to turn up or down 12 faders, as opposed to just turning up or down 1, which affects the entire drum track. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is Cubase 6. That's what we use here at Pezmosis. And we're going to come down to the very bottom. I'm going to right-click, add track, add group channel track. If you're using Pro Tools, it might be called something else. But here we go. It's a group channel track here in Cubase. I'm going to add 6 of them. And they're all stereo configurations. So here we go. Here's our group channel tracks. Now, nothing is routed to these yet. We've just added them to the program. So I'm going to title the first one drums, the second one bass, the third one will go guitars left. And we'll leave it at that for now. I'm going to scroll up here, and here's my drums. So I have kick sample, snare, snare bottom, snare sample, upper tom, floor tom, cymbals left, cymbals right, and room. I'm going to take all those. Now I held shift and clicked it down there. And I'm going to look on the left-hand side here. You see this? This is your input routing. So your input routing was used when we were recording all of the audio. We said this microphone here gets inputted to this channel, so we recorded the kick and the snare and the hi-hat and whatever have you. And this output is telling us that we're going to these 2 speakers, the stereos left and right. What we're wanting to do is click on this actual stereo track, go down to groups, and go to drums. Now, I want to do this to all the tracks at the same time, and if you see here it says output routing all selected with shift alt click. So I'm going to hold shift alt and then click, and I'm going to go down groups drums. That way all of these now, if you look at the output whenever I click on them, they all say drums instead of stereo out. So now if I go down here to my group channel tracks, I hit solo, and now we just have drums. If I take it off solo, hitting corners, counting on you to be there for me. And that's how we do group busing. If you need to learn more, visit Pezmosis.com. Thanks for watching.